10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Team secrets turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Team secrets turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Bang.
Dire team pick. Team secrets.
Bad Rider! Necrophos.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban.
Pugna!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Team secrets turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Hey, so we have a little bit of a break. Team Kinguin obviously just finished their game against Mouse. There was some talk in chat as well that they needed to like eat some food because they didn't have a chance to. Alicia wanted to eat a pizza, and the admins were like, "No, no pizza for you." So there's no pizza being had, but there is drafting being done. Aosin, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Why can't you just sneak in the pizza during the draft? Just eat. Just draft with one hand, eat with your mouth, and talk with your other hand.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think that that's probably what he's going to end up doing. I think the big issue is that he didn't want to end up having to like go to the door to pick up the pizza. So the pizza just got there. So I'm assuming right now Alicia is eating pizza with one hand while he clicks buttons with the other ones. Just a marvelous story that I'm telling here. But it's going to be Team Secret who put on a really good display in the last one, taking down 10 rounds. And, well, they're kind of going back to what worked before. A Bane for Puppy, most likely, and then Pugna being taken as well. We saw Ace play this the other day. Is that right? Or was it Fata?
I think Fata played this in the off lane.
Yeah.
And then Ace played the Enchantress in the safe lane.
Right. That was nifty.
10 seconds.
It's interesting to see the Bane getting... He's like getting moved up now. You know, he's been picked up quite a bit, but never as a first pick. This is the first time he's been first picked, so he's moving up in the rankings.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, Kinguin, they are pretty much sticking to what has worked for them so
5
far. This
seconds
is
remaining.
looking somewhat similar to their last series against Mouse Sports. Going to see if Team Secret have done their research in order to deal with this type of lineup.
Yeah, and I think that it all fits with the way that we saw them play last time as well. This is probably going to be a tougher matchup than Mouse, I will say. I feel like there were some kind of like sort of glaring errors that Mouse made at various points that I would be shocked to see Team Secret make. And man, picks coming fast and furious. Rubik for Yapsor. We got the Disruptor taken as well. Most likely going to be seeing Alicia play that, I would guess, and then Venno for Secret.
Well, they know exactly what they want. This is looking to be some decent push coming out of Secret. I wonder if they're going to go back to the one position Enchantress with this type of lineup.
Ooh. One Enchantress. I feel like that would be god-awful.
10 seconds.
Do you think it'd be good?
I mean...
Oh, right. Well, I guess... Well, he was sort of playing off lane, though, right? Because he was alone in the safe lane. So it's sort of position one.
I mean, personally, I don't like it. But they made it work, so I like it.
All right. Sounds... How do you feel about how Hestejo has been performing so far? Obviously filling in for Fata since Fata had some personal issues to deal with.
Oh, he's been doing fine. I think he's been playing very well. I think he's playing like a lot of the heroes that he played on Danish Bears and what is it, like Cloud9 for a bit.
Yep. I mean, it was basically the same team that whole time, but just going through different organizations. Imperial for a little while as well was their name, but obviously now just playing here with Team Secret as a stand-in.
10 seconds remaining.
Last pick. All right, this is a moment of truth.
5 seconds remaining.
See what they pick. Right. I just think it's gonna be like a carry type of hero for mid one. I don't see any of these heroes being a mid one type of hero.
Yeah, maybe like I think we did see him play a couple of ones that were slightly different when we were watching the other EU qualifier game yesterday. Oh yeah, the Terrorblade. That's what it was out of the mid lane. I guess that is kind of a mid one hero.
Dire team pick.
Drow Ranger.
Oh wow.
Okay. All right. We got ourselves a Drow lineup. Interesting.
I mean, it's a lot of push. Do you think that it's what they need? What kind of problems are they going to run into here?
Well, if they misposition themselves, it's pretty much a lost team fight. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
It's also always a rough time to play Drow Ranger against a Bad Rider. You're very weak to these type of jumping heroes that can just jump on top of you, especially with an Earthshaker as well. But they do have that Bane as well as the Rubik for defensive purposes, and to some extent, Venomancer Ward's also very effective against Earthshaker and Bad Riders. So as long as they don't let people, or as long as they don't let Kinguin initiate on them, I think they can kind of form an arc around the tower hitters and then play around that.
Okay. That's something to keep our eyes on, how they end up trying to protect this Drow. I'm sure as well we're going to see lots of Force Staffs this game to answer it. And now Kinguin, what are they going to go for? Probably a safe lane hero or a mid. Is there a place that you like the Necro more, or things that you feel like they need to get more of in their draft right now?
They need more heroes that can just go in and fight. I think
PA?
I think PA is okay. I think Juggernaut is the safer choice. I think Lifestealer is okay as well, but I don't know. I think Lifestealer is actually pretty good. Normally, I would say Lifestealer is kind of bad against Bane as well as the Venomancer, but there's more than enough lockdown. But
okay.
I think my preference would be Juggernaut would be my favorite one here.
Okay. Well, we'll see what Team Kinguin want to go for. Obviously, the Healing Ward is amazing against Venno, and that just continued to sustain damage over time. If you can keep it safe, there's a lot of ranged heroes. They're actually all ranged with the Drow Ranger, so talk about dealing out the deeps. I guess they also have to think about what the matchup is that they want out of the laning stage.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, the scariest thing is that this laning phase is going to be very scary for Kinguin, like in the early stages at least, because everyone's going to have that Drow aura. You have a Bane that's probably going to be hitting for well over 60-something damage. Pugna, I think, hits for about 70 almost at level 1.
Okay.
With the aura, so it's a lot of damage in all the lanes. Let's pick CK.
I'm sure, by the way, that Alicia waited to the last second so he could eat his pizza, and that's why it took very long to get that last pick. CK. All right, well, there we go. Is it the answer? Is it what they needed? How worried would you be right now if your Team Secret about the CK getting out of control?
Well, if CK gets out of control, that's kind of a big issue. I feel like CK is in this position, like for this game, where if he gets his ulti off and he's having a good game, he has the farm and the items. If he ults and reality is pretty much anyone, they're gonna die in like one hit from all the illusions, unless they pick up a bunch of ghost scepters and all that jazz.
I wonder if maybe Ace could get into enough farm where like the Aghanims could come out and then you can just one-shot all those illusions. It probably doesn't happen quickly enough, but
that is a good idea.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to see what ends up happening. Game number 1, Team Secret facing off against Kinguin here in these EU qualifiers for the PGL Bucharest Minor. Already, we've had a lot of Dota 2 today. This is our 3rd best of 3. We woke up bright and early. Well, I woke up at 4 in the morning. What time did you wake up?
I woke up at 5 in the morning.
Okay. I had to make sure that my wife could do some work stuff, so I woke her up, and then I woke up, and I wanted to go for a run, and then I ended up running into a few technical difficulties that thankfully were within my control. But now we're here, 3rd match. It's going to continue on. I am not sure, but I've heard 10 rounds is playing. So if that's the case, then that would mean this would be our last best of 3 of the day. Man, that feels bad. You get your smoke broken at like minute less than 0. Oh, lordy. And again, I wonder how much of this has to do with Elvin and her like usage of finding us out. Yapsor trying to stay alive. He's going to end up being found, but are they diving? It's Kinguin wanting to go. Patos makes the call. They're going to try and dive him behind the tower at negative 37 seconds. Yapsor, can he play his way out of this? It's so spooky, so scary. Being pulled back in, trying to juke, trying to jive, but first blood is drawn. And the rest of his teammates are just like, no, we're not coming over there.
I'm pretty sure, as unfortunate as that was, Team Secret probably laughing at that right now.
He's like, come on, come help me, guys. I'm sure Yapsor is very frustrated. Well, nonetheless,
The battle begins.
they do get some good vision down. But yeah, what I was going to say is that it feels like they kind of have an inkling of where everybody's going already at the start. And it seems like Secret is always kind of prepared for that stuff. I don't know. That's just my thought, even though it ends up working out for a kill. And CK is not in lane.
Oh, he's gonna TP in. It's okay. He's gonna heal up.
Okay.
The gold alone makes up for it, so
yeah,
not a big deal.
It ends up being Earthshaker and Disruptor staying in this lane, trying to go for some type of maybe play here on the mid one, and the Fissure's going to connect as well as the Static Storm. Mid one, very little HP here. Is a Fairy Fire, but holds on to it. He knew it wasn't going to be enough.
Oh, puppy! He sneaks in the kill.
Well
Gets
done.
some help from Yapsor. Just walks in there and gets the kill.
He was looking for the Courier Snipe earlier, and depending upon how this goes, he could still get it since the Courier is heading out right now, but he's going to walk around. If he manages to find this on the way back, he's going
There's no
there.
way. It's daytime. They're going to see where he is.
Okay.
He would have to walk all the way around the left side in order to avoid being spotted.
All right.
Oh, bottom lane. Ace in a bit of trouble. And they
Yeah,
turn this around.
He does another Nether Blast. There's a possibility for it, but he needs to just keep running. He's going to end up dying. And now Hesta Joe also going to go, as they have enough damage there to find the kill. Yapso are going to try and pull the Disruptor back in, but right now, Kinguin making the play as they keep the Disruptor alive, and now Yapsor, maybe for the second time in a couple of minutes, is going to end up getting dove. That looks like he's going to be okay for now.
Hesta Joe's gonna go.
Hey, man. Gotta do something, right?
Alright, this laning phase is so confusing to me right now. I can't tell where Ace is going. Like, where is Ace going? He's still level 1 right now. Has no TP. They wanted to switch lanes, I think, but then he died as he TP'd into the lane. So, going through the Walk of Shame right now. Barely hitting level 2.
Yeah. And the sort of saving grace right now for Secret is that mid one's getting decent farm, but you look at the way that the rest of this is going, and I mean, this is a laning stage that Secret needs to be ahead in, right? Or do you think that it's okay if they are a little behind in this laning stage?
I think it's okay if they're a little behind.
Okay.
You have that draw aura to rely on, so even if you fall behind a bit, but that's Joe probably going to go down. How does Exotic Deer crit twice? Or did he only crit once? I don't know. But anyways, getting a crit in itself, pretty lucky.
Yeah.
Not that it mattered, but...
It was a nice little cherry on top there, and they're able to get him a kill. 5-1 start already. Kinguin. Causing Secret to run into some issues here.
Oh, mid lane.
Are they got him?
Sleep setup.
Okay, maybe going to be able to find this. They pull him back in. Earthshaker Fissure to turn it. Ghost Shroud, pretty good ability. Not to mention he also has a Death Pulse and can pop the salve now. So Secret, a big rotation, not going to end up working. In fact, Nisha daring them to walk forward with that DD still in hand. Nisha's been having a good game of Dota so far, and a good day of Dota.
You mean a good day of Necrophos?
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, the thing was, I think he should have actually died. I think mid one misplayed that a little bit. He used his Gust at the very last second trying to min-max the disable, but since the silence didn't come out at the right time, he did manage to get off the Ghost Shroud, so makes it away because of that.
Well, and I guess that it is still going to be Drow doubling him up in CS about. So in spite of the fact that they found kills, it's still Secret that actually are leading this game. With a pretty pronounced curve as well, as they just are going to start to really excel in the CS department once they find their lanes.
Yeah, this is actually very surprising to me. It's 5-1, you know. You manage to get kills on every single lane, but still, the farming efficiency is there. It just kind of shows, you know, even if you get kills, it has to mean that you somewhat win your lane or you've managed to find farm because of it, but not the case here.
Yep. Well, 1-5 still, and we'll see if that CS lead continues or if maybe things will be able to equalize a little bit. There is another rotation down bottom. Acor had a great game earlier on the Nyx Assassin, the previous series against Mouse, but they're going to be looking down bottom for Ace now. Fissure block off here would be quite deadly, and again, you don't expect that Exotic Deer is coming in. They're heading off, trying to run away. They've got vision. They've got the damage. And Ace will most likely be going down as they actually brought 4 for this. Exotic Deer on a killing spree. This is the way you want to start if you're a CK.
They just keep running around, sniping this this Pugna.
Yeah. Just bullying him there. And Nisha really just getting the business put to him by mid one here in the mid lane. He's getting a little bit let extra assets, but not great.
Not going to be easy now that mid one is level 6. The rest of the team going to be very happy with the bonus damage that they're all getting. Mid one just does so much damage now, it's so hard to last hit.
A very fortuitous DD rune is going to be picked up by the... Well, it's going to be saved. He wants to shrine first. Understandable. Get back to full HP, then come back and maybe try and set up a kill onto mid one. who does have a fairy fire, but it still could be a scary moment if they manage to get it. Oh, it's going to TP down bottom instead? Okay. Well, he can still maybe do this. Yeah, he realizes that he might have just gotten Reapered there. Top lane, they're diving. Patos in trouble. They've got so much damage from the Drow aura. They're still chasing him and almost able to get the kill. They do take him down. Ace too strong at the end of the day. Nightmare keeps him alive. Wanted to go for the Reapers. Is he baiting it out? He ends up making the kill happen. Oh, the great silence was timed perfectly. And now Gakor also in trouble. They wanted that Reaper so bad, but mid one knew the limits and keeps himself alive.
Very nicely done. And he's going to go for a 2 points in everything build. Very surprising to see. Normally you either see a max Frost Arrow build or a max Precision Aura build, but probably the first time I've seen anyone go for a little bit of everything. Bottom lane though, CK ults. Doesn't have enough mana for the stun actually. But
they should still be able to get that. Yeah.
I've seen this story before. Guys in the exact location again. Oh, Hesjo TV's in, gets glimpsed back.
Yep. Good glimpse away. Bane is still there. That might be the death of Alicia, although Exotic here could think about trying to turn this onto him. And there's the chase inside. A good kinetic field. They get the stun. Alicia going to run away. Still taking the tower hits. And looks like that's going to be the death of him as Puppey wants to try and man up against Exotic Deer. Just going to have to run back.
They find Ace.
The
blink, or not a blink, fissure, as well as Firefly, just running circles.
Oh, life drain though.
Drain off.
Yeah, it's not good. You need to run the hell away, but they find that Reaper Scythe, and that's enough for the kill. So Pugna's going down again, 4-8, still a 2,000 net worth lead for Secret. They're making this work. It's much more back and forth than a lot of the other Secret matches we've seen today. Oh wait, but Rubik's still Reaper Scythe? That shouldn't happen. He might be dead. Yeah, he's dead. He's gonna get Scythe himself. How does it feel, Necro? Oh, justice. Justice.
Got him. Yapsor with a great steal, and I like this build for mid one. You know, he knows that he's gonna be the carry. He's gonna go for the farming build. Doesn't even need boots. Gonna go for Mask of Madness. Just straight up head into the jungle. Give the farm to someone else who might need it in the mid lane.
Just to be clear, that was more a comment on Necrophos than it was on anything to do with Alicia. I like Alicia a lot, and Hestijo gonna end up dying here. Quick and easy kill. It feels good to see Necro get Reapered. That's the big thing here, as the shrine is gonna be used, and Kinguin having some answers.
Well, they're definitely fighting back right now. But still, like you said, despite all the kills, Secret still ahead in net worth. Mid one is going to be a big problem for Kinguin down the line, especially with the way he's farming right now and how they're controlling up the map. There's very little entry to where mid one is farming. Ganking him is not going to be the easiest thing, and they're going to smoke up. Are they going to take mid one? They want mid one to come with them, so let's see if they can find anything here. CK, they might bait this rune.
Yeah. I mean, CK's at full HP though, so they're walking in with Fissure.
Gonna smoke up too. Oh, this is gonna be weird. Here we go. Oh, this is so bad for Secret.
Oh no. They wrap around. Do they spot him?
This is so bad for Secret.
I mean, well, Alicia, he's gonna end up running out of there for the moment. They steal Glimpse, I believe. But the wraparound is there. Patos is gonna initiate. They find themselves mid one. Try and pull him back in. Oh, what ended up happening? Oh man, they realityed him, so it broke the lasso, but mid one's still gonna end up going down. Exotic Deer running away. He's gonna be able to live there. Does mid one really get out? What the hell? Mid one alive on nothing.
Oh, well, that's gotta hurt.
They do get the Bat Rider.
And Kakor just waiting to die. Hestijo gonna run him down.
Yeah.
Kinguin, they were in a very good spot with that angle that they were coming in from, but I think it's really hard to fault them for that kind of play, because the Bat Rider hits the lasso and Exotic Deer he reality rifts, and apparently that breaks the lasso. He didn't even move from the lasso range and still broke it. Very strange interaction.
Yeah.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I wonder if that breaks it for
Middle tower is under attack.
like if you reality rift the Batrider as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I mean, obviously not in this game, but in other games.
I'm trying to think of that interaction. I would imagine it probably would.
Yeah.
Or maybe it wouldn't because of different interactions with enemies and allies.
Yeah. Well, Necrophos is going to take a nap real quickly, and Puppy's going to run away. 12 minutes in, it's 8-9, but a 4,000 net worth lead for Secret. And starting to feel like this game, over the next couple of minutes, could be where the outcome is determined.
Bottom tower is under
You're about 1,000 and a bit gold away from the Blink Dagger for Earthshaker. If Kinguin are capable of holding on to their tier 2 towers, they still just need to wait on this CK to get out of control, and that's really going to be their saving grace. Is top lane, Puppy, he finds it, but not going to end up working out too well. Echo Slam used, and maybe even a Reaper to boot. That's a dead Bane. Maybe a dead Yapsor. Do they have vision? They don't. They're not going to be able to see him. He gets away.
I think you're okay with this. They pulled up 5 heroes up here just for a Bane, and bottom lane just taking a ton of damage between the Pugna as well as the Venomancer. They're just going to get away from this. And they don't even have their own tower pressure. So I think this is not bad for Secret at all.
Yeah. And Hestejo and Ace just down here. Former teammates. Stand-in teammates again.
Ooh, mid one is going to go straight for the Lincoln Sphere. Very interesting build. Very defensive, but his job is just to get levels as fast as possible and provide his team right-click damage, as well as have decent right-click on his own. This is a nice thing about Drow. Doesn't really need anything to do a ton of damage. Like, look at this. He has 2 items, Treads and Mask of Madness. And he already does about 200 something damage.
Yeah. It's really nuts. Double Veil's picked up right now. 1 on Veno, 1 on Necro. So he's got himself some extra bits of survivability and armor, but that is still going to be a problem as they come in. Earthshaker trying to break the fissure. Can he get out of there? They need the Ghost Road. It gets off. Nisha gonna be a liver, and now they've got themselves some more. Yapzor going to try and find his way out of here. That's a big old combo, though. Holy Toledo. Hestejo, while damage was going off on the left side, mid one destroys the CK. And then Hestejo just did 1.5 billion damage.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
The whole team just contributing to that fight. Look at that lineup. Everyone dealing a ton of damage. How did Puppy do 1,000 something damage? He actually brain tapped 3 times.
He just brain tapped twice. And then I guess got some right clicks off. He hits hard.
Yeah, that's right. He has the Drow Aura. Yeah, look at him. He's 131 damage with the Drow Aura.
Bane is strong. He's real strong.
Are scanning. Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Mid one now has
Dire's
the
bottom tower is
Aegis,
under attack.
getting very close to the Lincolns as well.
And
Okay, net worth lead.
oh, Exotic Deer, you need to get the hell out of here. This is scary, scary, scary. Again, how do you stop this push? The plus side, if you're Team Kinguin right now, is that they don't have like the greatest sustain as far as like regen and stuff like that. But they have an Aegis on mid one, so it kind of doesn't matter.
Just kind of getting away at this tier 2. Looks like they want to set up, I believe. Yapzor is in the area. Let's see.
They're doing a good job of TPing back only a couple.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah, no reason to commit just yet.
Radiant's
They also don't want to get glimpsed. They know it's coming. So Alicia looking for that. They're not going to get it. A good sleep now. And now suddenly what was looking pretty good might be looking a little bit bad. That is a dead disruptor.
Radiant's bottom tower.
All top lane, mid one just able to TP out, and just like that, tower taken and tower defended. Secret not giving up anything.
I'll take that.
Very nicely done. And let's see. Oh, Kakor in a lot of trouble. Do they have Puppy in range, not going to be fast enough.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower.
We'll see him get punched in the face once. There it is. That last little right click that flew in from the Venomancer. Man, so things maybe could turn around here a little bit as mid one is going to pop the Mask of Madness. That means that they are silenced up. Tries to find the stun. Is going to connect 2 seconds on that one. And they're going to give the kill. First one over there on 2-1. Now they're going to have afterwards the Reaper's Sight. That connects. That's going to be the full kill. Nisha taking down mid one. That's not insignificant.
Mid lane now. Gonna get last soul out. Uh-oh. Secret playing a little sloppily. Getting picked off in every lane.
Double kill for Nisha. 1 down bottom, 1 in the mid. That's a hell of a lot of gold. Suddenly that net worth lead, that drops like, what, 4,000 or something with those 2 kills?
Was it that extreme?
I don't know. It said 9,000 after the first one. So I think
I think it rounds
okay.
Down. Up. Oh, sorry, it always rounds down. Sorry.
So it's 2,000. All right, yeah. That makes more sense. But still a huge swing. And a lot of that going over to the cores, too. So that's 800 gold going to Necro. She uses to buy a 4 staff.
Definitely going to be helping a lot. Earthshaker getting very close to that Blink Dagger. But yeah, Secret, they have to be careful with those kind of moves, because that wasn't just like pickoffs happening, that was also denying them of their Aegis. So they have no Aegis now, and Kinguin playing with a lot more gold, as well as Blink Dagger coming up very soon.
Earthshaker can make all the difference in the world with that. Has to go back home to heal up, but then afterwards, do you think that right now Kinguin want to try and go for a smoke play themselves to catch Secret off guard, or well, Secret are going to smoke first?
Dire are scanning.
Like, they have eyes on Alicia, but is this really the kill that you want? It's going to be the kill that they find.
Well, you gotta take what you can get. Smoke was broken by Alicia, so you're just gonna have to take his life for it. Oh, mid lane though.
Exotic Deer. Pops ulti. Turns to fight. Earthshaker has a Blink Dagger. Hasn't used it yet. They need to be careful. There is a glimpse that's ready as well. They're going to pull in the Bane. Nice start to this one. Nisha's there as well. They end up finding the Gust. Well played there. K-Core walking forward. Fisher connects only onto 1, and they're going to echo him solo. Oh, it could have been a little bit better. There's the Reaper, though, and now Ace going to be pulled back in and taken down. All right, Kinguin really fighting now, but there's going to be that Static Storm down as well. They already got the Veno ulti, so the rest of Kinguin need to back out before they all end up dying.
Oh, Yapsor, he stole Reapers.
Okay, looking for that. Alicia's still burning down to this, and it looks like he might end up surviving just barely with the Tranquils regen. That keeps him alive.
Well, Yapsor, he steals the ulti, but isn't able to find himself a target.
Dropping his Tranquil.
Yeah, don't get that stolen, man. Ain't good. Well, Nisha. Just ghost shrouding for the fun of it. As he runs around. He does have 17 stick charges as well, so next fight, that's going to be really hard to bring down that Necro. Is he going to be going back for the Radiance build? Looks like he wants to go for a pipe.
I think a pipe is probably a little better here. A lot of magic damage. I think he's going to need some armor afterwards. Probably pick up Shiva's. I wonder if it's necessary for him to consider Linken's this game. There's a Bane as well as a Rubik who keep trying to steal your Reaper Sight and has successfully done so multiple times already.
Yeah. Well, they have the Lincolns for the Drow at least to deal with the Batrider, but maybe that'll give some inspiration to Pinkin. I swear, this name is going to screw me up forever and ever.
Wait, which name?
The team name.
Kinguin?
Yeah, Kinguin.
Wait, mid lane? Uh-oh.
Puppy.
Walk into
Puppy.
a trap.
Now, that's not the way it wants to be. They got him there. 4
the
seconds
backup's
stun.
here.
Static storm down, though. That's a good way to counter-initiate now. Anisha looking for an opening here. He does have a hood to keep himself alive, and, well, they end up reaping him again. Nisha gonna drop. He doesn't get the added timer, but, again, Secret making the plays that they need. They are gonna try and TP out, but Fisher's stolen again. Rubik and Yapsor, he plays your hero better than you. It's the tagline.
Oh, man.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And all of that was just for a Bane.
Dire's
So hard to fight into that
has fallen.
nether ward. It's not even max level. It's just 2 levels of it, and it still manages to do enough damage to kill off the necropost, make life hard for the support to get into these fights.
And they will have, when this fight ends up happening again in just a second, they have Echo. But getting into position for it is another question as we get courtesy of the other broadcasters. The shrine is indeed at 100%.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Plague wards, just death and damnation leveled on top of each other. The walk forward, maybe an Echo available. They drop the Venom ulti. Secret, do they clump up? This positioning by them is so good. End up activating the shrine. Keep themselves alive. There's the Echo onto 2, but the counterplay comes out almost immediately. And K-Core, they're trying to make this work. They do kill off 1. Hesijo's in trouble. 4 seconds stun as well. And now Ace is healing back up mid 1. Pugna being that defensive position 1 as they catch and kill him off. Nisha's dead. And again fissured. Again K-Core in trouble. Secret is just executing beautifully.
Yeah, very well done. And they finally managed to take down the racks as well.
They're gonna be happy with that one, walking away with now a 11k net worth lead.
Oh.
Maybe look towards the Roshan now. Kinguin there. Oh, it's rough because they used so many of their cooldowns just to defend and still didn't manage to defend either.
Yeah.
No Echo for another 90 seconds. They might just have to rely on Bad Rider to find a pickoff now. I don't think they can wait around. They have to at least try to make things happen.
Well, when you look at this, Inveno is going to be getting a pipe really soon, too. If that ends up happening, all of a sudden, the magical damage that you're relying upon to get back into this game is just nullified. It's going to be really tough.
I'll take that.
This
All
is
right.
what mid 1 is buying next. BKB. Wow, very defensive build from mid 1.
All right, homie, stop clicking on the shrines.
You gotta know they're at 100%.
That's true. I appreciate this knowledge.
Maybe we should send the message back. Why don't I click on the shrine?
Don't do it. You're going to get us kicked out of the game.
I did it.
Oh, my God. Steven, what are you doing? Stop
I'm a
memeing. God
rebel.
damn it. Shit. We're in trouble.
I'm a rebel.
All right, here
I
we
ain't
go.
listening to you.
Hey, they're nightmaring Roche. I'm sure this is the play. And Fisher laid down. 25 minutes in.
This is neat.
Radiant are scanning.
All right.
Radiant's bottom tower.
This is gonna be another push. They're gonna group up.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
There's Cheese as well as Aegis second Roshan going Secret's way. And CK is gonna be going for Mantis style next. I don't know how I feel about a Mantis style. I think there's just so much AoE without the heart kind of beefing up your illusions. Manta doesn't really do too much.
I mean, is there a point in this game, though, where we end up seeing...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Is there backup
All right.
coming?
Oh, wowza. They barely keep him alive, actually, but the Fiend's grip is there. Can they get the kill? It's almost going to happen. Yes, he's going to go down. They didn't get to the shrine in time. Patos just so sad. Even reality rifting him back in. Now going to steal Firefly. Oh, man. You see, by the way, at the end there, how Rubik jumped in and the Yapsar wanted to steal the kill?
Oh, is that how it works?
I think so.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Oh, 13,000 net worth lead. And Nisha, knowing that they need to go for something big, he's going to be trying to get a Radiance, but it's just feeling like it might come out a bit too late. It is only one barracks down. Like, is this still a position that Kinguin are capable of taking the fight in? How bad of a position are they in?
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Okay.
It is not going to be easy. You're talking about, like, there's a BKB on... Oh, wait. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, well, then, you know, that position's got a little worse.
Yeah.
He didn't steal anything yet. Still Flame Break as his ability.
I clicked on Earthshaker. It looked like he's still Aftershock. I was like, that's not right. There they go. They're going to pull him in. Venomancer up there. Gonna get taken down just barely. Static Storm was... they're all silenced. They're able to turn this. K-Core trying to take down that Bane. They end up eating the cheese. Mid one still staying alive. Pull him back in. Exotic Deer takes down another. Can he get the armor toggles off? He will. So still staying alive, but he ends up dying to the DOT from Hestejo. And mid one now in a bad spot as well. They get another good silence out. That's the second one this fight.
Oh,
but they will eventually lose them. And now Ace pulled back in. He's going to be caught as well. This is going to be a full freaking team wipe. Secret losing everybody in their push for the high ground. The BKBs weren't delivered.
This is definitely like a curse of the commentator type of thing. They should have definitely waited for the BKBs. I think they kind of jumped the gun on that one and not really respecting Kinguin's teamfight potential. They walked high ground without their BKBs against Disruptor as well as Bat Rider and Earthshaker. Just this magic damage and magic lockdown from Kinguin is still something you have to be scared of. It's not like you're 20,000 something gold ahead, right? It was just like 12 to 13k ahead. So that was definitely a big mistake coming out of Secret. And
yeah,
the worst part was mid one delivered that BKB at the very end as well. So ends up using his first BKB only to die a little slower.
Yapsor, Fissure to start. They pull him in. They get the kill. That is a lot of gold given from your support to your carry. And sure, you could say that that's an indication of how far ahead Secret are. But at least for me, it feels like if this CK gets into a few more items, he really does become like an increasingly difficult to deal with hero. Would you agree, or do you think that Secret kind of have the pieces to deal with him, even if he gets some more farm?
I think like right now, since they're still ahead by 10k, they should be fine. But I mean, there is definitely a point where I feel like CK is just too much for them to deal with. Like, if he finishes the heart in time, and then he picks up maybe an AC, for example, then you have problems. You know, then the illusions have something like 5,000 life, and then you find it very, very difficult to actually take them down. But he's going to be going for Heaven's Halberd instead, disable that drow.
Yeah.
And the thing about that last fight too was there were so many plague wards everywhere that it canceled the Earthshaker's blink dagger. He didn't echo anything, and they still managed to win the team fight.
Yeah. Totally. It's something to, you know, that it's just hard to deal with. I think part of that too is the fact that it was Hestejo that got caught at the start of it, right? By the Bat Rider lasso?
Yeah, I don't think he managed to get off his ultimate. I think that was a big part of their team fight.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
And that's something else to consider, is that if they were able to win that fight without the Echo Slam, I mean, what happens when the Echo Slam comes in? It's a lot cleaner.
Yeah. I mean, the thing you have to remember, though, it was a big mistake to not wait for the BKB.
Right.
If they do find an engagement, it's going to be, you know, BKBs all over the place. So.
Right.
And by all over the place, I mean drow. Drow.
It was. She did use her last one, so it was a 9-second, or it's only a 9-second now, but that's still great. Let's take a look at some levels too, because that's going to start mattering more and more. Necro is actually the highest level in the game and has that level 20 talent plus 10% magic resistance. So right now with the pipe as well, he's sitting actually at 57% magic resistance. Pretty ridiculous. Drow is getting close to her level 20. Precision aura damage is more the same. She might even think about strength. What do you think of that? 14 strength is a lot.
Oh, I think you take the strength.
Okay.
The 6% precision aura is kind of not that great in my opinion. I think it's very underwhelming. It's something you take if you're like miles ahead. You know, we're talking like 2 racks ahead, and you haven't even died once.
Does the CK go for the 120 GPM every time, pretty much?
120 GPM. I think you take 12 stats.
Really?
12 stats is so hard to pass up.
They caught Puppy here. The fissure is out, and the force staff forward, and the kill. I guess
the way I see the talent is that 12 stats is basically like a little more than an ultimate orb. So you just count it as something like 2,500 gold, for example. And how long would it take for you to get 2,500 gold with a 120 GPM?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's just how I look at it. And it, not to mention greatly. Oh, mid lane.
They glimpse Yapzor in the mid lane. They pull him back in. He is in trouble and most likely going to go down. So Yapzor getting a little bit caught out there. Another kill, and this one picked up again by Exotic Deer. Hey, don't call it a comeback, ladies and gents. We got the LL Cool J song going on.
I'm not that cool. I don't actually listen to music.
It's LL Cool J. Mama said knock you out. Don't call it a comeback. We've been here for years, rocking the chairs. You know? Nah. Okay, we'll move on.
I grew up with Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears.
Well, I'm just gonna have to say bye to your casting career. Oh wait, that's the other one, isn't it? Shit, that's the wrong one. All right, 23-24. It's 9,000 net worth lead, but it is also Team Secret struggling a little bit.
Did they find Puppy? I think they found Puppy. Whoops.
Now they have mid one though. That's even a bigger target. Yeah.
He does not have the scepter, so obviously he's not going to work out.
So they have a force staff as well on Alicia that they could try and like force staff mid one into a bad position, but with everybody else gone, I don't think they're going to want to go for it.
All right, he's out. It's going to... What? How did they see
Yapzor? Yapzor? You get him. He passed through the tower. Yeah.
Well, he got a TP out of it, so not that bad.
They see that Hestejo's down bottom, and it looks like they are going to find him. Nowhere left to go. Hestejo gonna die, so another pick off in this one on another high priority target. Reaper's Scythe taken down.
It's happening. With every kill, this comeback looks very, very real. In fact, I think it's already begun.
Yeah. Well, here's the question though. Drow lineups do function a little bit differently, right? Like if you find and win a team fight, they can take towers so quickly, right?
Yeah, but they're reaching that point where it's starting to feel like they can't even reach they can't even win these team fights. Like, Kinguin have actually picked up so many items and so much gold and levels with these pickups that I'm starting to feel like this lineup isn't going to be able to win these engagements now.
Okay. Yapzor blinks back. And there's the eventual answer. Is to have Ace throw out those Ag's ultimate and kill off all the creeps.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
All right. Let's see how fast he can actually kill off all of CK's illusions. He does have a BKB now as well, so going to be a lot stronger in these engagements.
Tower is under attack.
All right. Well, they take the tower with no real chance. Like, is there something else that Secret might be waiting for later on down the line that allows them to do it? I guess mid one is going into the Mjolnir and maybe Aghanim Scepter build a little bit later.
I mean, the thing is, like, can you really keep waiting? I mean, if you wait for... You're just always going to be waiting if you have that kind of a mindset, right? You got to make a move eventually.
Yeah.
Mjolnir definitely going to be helping out, but I think with the Maelstrom, it's decent. They might be waiting for Kinguin to make a mistake at the Roshan pit, perhaps.
I mean, that's the thing, is they have to take like the perfect fight, because if they lose a 5-on-5 engagement right now, then the game is completely out of their hands. And in fact, if Hestejo gets caught out right now, they're going to be able to do it. But Rubik stole the Static Storm. He tries to turn this back around. Can they kill him off in time? They get the BKB. Hestejo going to maybe die. Can they get him? The heal coming in from Ace. He saves his old teammate ever so slightly, just barely, and is going to be alive. Oh my God, Ace with the
Anisha's gonna get
save.
caught out here.
They take down Nisha possibly. He's gonna end up being forced stuffed again, trying to run. They get the lift up. They take down one. Can they take down two? Nisha's still running. Oh, he doesn't have a TP. He doesn't have anywhere left to go. Team Secret just outplay them there. Just by the skin of their teeth, they take it.
That was something else to watch. Ace had to recast Life Drain 3 times because Hesijo kept running out of range. And because of his perseverance, Ace managed to save his teammate. Hesijo, you gotta trust your boy.
Yeah. They did it. Man.
That was the ultimate bait.
I was waiting for a fight recap. I guess I ended up missing it or something, because I guess they killed the Disruptor at the start. But, well, it's 3 heroes total that drop. You do have Necro back up in 35 seconds. Is this the moment now for Secret? Like, they have to go high ground with this.
I don't think you have to rush it like that quickly. I mean, sure, they just want a big team fight. They took Roshan, but Necrophos is only down for 20 seconds. Everyone else is up. There's always that possibility that you get yourself in a really bad fight thanks to Bad Rider, you know, lassoing someone and pulling them into your baits.
Yeah. Well, and that's something they'll watch for. It is going to be that Drow Ranger Aghanim Scepter that's up next. We've seen how effective this can be late game against these illusion-based heroes. But if she gets blown up at the start of the fight, it almost doesn't matter. With Necro back up, Secret don't feel comfortable just bum rushing high ground. Instead, they're going to send some Plague Wards up there to take down the shrines. The long siege.
They're just kind of hanging around. I think they're going to go back now. Start pushing out the other lanes, farm out the jungle. Mid one is pretty close to his Aghanim Scepter.
Yapsor gets the lift. Static Storm down. Guess what? He had it stolen. It's an Ags upgraded one as well. But they can't finish off. Now Necro got Death Pulse stolen. This is where we might really start seeing some serious trouble brew for Kinguin. Yapsor has an Aghanims.
Yeah, definitely. What are some upgraded abilities? Oh, you could steal lasso and double lasso someone. That'd be kind of cool.
All right, Patos, don't lasso anybody. Might do more harm than good.
That kind of mentality is how you lose games, that's for sure.
Do they see anybody up here? They don't have vision right now. God, it's so scary. Trying to take this fight. The Ags is done for Drow, but buyback status, she doesn't have it right now. I have a feeling that they're probably going to wait for buyback. Oh, Puppy, if you went in right there.
He has Aegis, so I guess they're not like as afraid. And they have all their tier 2s up, so I think the thing is they're probably not too worried about needing a buyback. They should be able to delay the game long enough that even in the worst case scenario, they find
got one.
This is a very good pickoff.
Static Storm down as well. They pull him to the high ground, and well, the life drain coming in from Ace, trying to keep him alive. There's a Yule Scepter, but they pull him back in again. The decrypt, keeping him alive.
And they're
the still
him.
life drain, but the Echo Slam it connects on to 4. Can they get him out of there? They're going to try and pull one up, but that's actually Exotic Deer pulled down to the low ground. They are trying to take down and kill off Hesijo Rotten, but it's not happening. Exotic Deer realizes he needs to TP the hell out. Nobody dies.
Nobody dies. Did you see
Ace.
that? Echo hit 4 people and not a single person goes down. Yapsor is so damn tanky.
Well, and also is the decrep as well as the life drain helping him from the low ground.
That was something else. The sleep slave as well. That was great.
All good things. And well, they might be coming to an end now as Nisha walks forward. The Ghost Shroud, he's still going to be staying alive for the moment. Rubik steals Ghost Shroud himself. He can feel more comfortable walking forward now. Fissure to block it off. Exotic Deer walking forward. They are going to pull back in
lasso?
one. And now he did steal Lasso. Can jump forward if he wants to at this point. And now can they maybe take down and kill off the CK? He's running, trying to find him. Ace still draining life. Exotic Deer barely going to fall. Hesijo gets the kill with the DOT.
All right, wait for it. I'm ready for this double lasso. Let's go.
All right. They should know about it as well, though. I'm sure that Kinguin are aware, but if they lasso this and Yapsor, he's looking for it. They're smoked up. They don't see him. He's walking forward. Does he want to go for this? He has a blink, but no force. They would need to get somebody else to force him out. Yeah, I think it's too much. Instead, you go down bottom, try and take this last set of Eric's. Don't need to go for the super flashy play.
No, you have to. I need to see this.
You know what else he could steal?
What?
He could steal CK ulti and then cast it on Drow.
Oh, that's true. That would be sick. All right, now we got to see that too. Got to see the lasso, and we got to see the allied targeted phantasm.
If there's a person who'd be trying to do it right now, it'd certainly be Yapsor.
Oh, we got the invis as well. This is it.
All right. Will they find that opening? They have not a ton of vision, actually. But they're walking up, and that invis is going to last for a little while. They smoke up, wrap around to the outside. K-Core, he has Echo again. They're all grouped up together. They pull back in one. It's on the Necro, but they can turn this back around again. Echo slammed down. Onto 3 of them. Can they do enough? That's already going to be so much damage coming in from mid one. They're going to pop this forward, and, well, stealing Reality Rift, it's going to be more than enough. Nisha in trouble. They throw out that Reaper Sight to no avail. Stolen Reaper Sight, turn back the other way, and Yapsor making the plays his team needs him to. GG is called as Secret take game number 1.
All right. Got a little sloppy in the mid game, but they made up for it with that big turnaround in the mid lane, and then from then on, it was just smooth sailing. Team Secret